Tonight, on The Week the Women Went, dads are forced to step up to the plate.
You throw the bat one more time, and you're locked in the dungeon.
Kids are thrown into the deep end.
Jump up.
Okay, I'll be up now.
No, you're fine.
And dinner goes to the dogs.
It looks like crap.
Take one prairie town. Take out all the women. And leave the men to manage without them.
No!
How will they cope? You'll find out on The Week the Women Went. In previous episodes, with his ex-wife out of town, party animal Sam Hollinetti
Boy, you women in TV land, look at me.
was facing the biggest challenge of his life, taking sole responsibility for his son.
There was some times where, lots of times, he wouldn't have Keaton on the weekends, and I just thought, is he ever gonna see him?
Macho Man Tyler Sim was turning his girlfriend's two young boys into the spitting image of himself.
So it looks good, eh?
And groom-to-be Todd Moody was desperately trying to keep his wedding plans a secret, without much luck.
Tatum already told me.
What does Tatum know?
Tatum, come here.
Barely halfway through the week, the men of Hardisty are finding out what a world without women really means. Endless hours spent doing all the so-called little things.
Okay, babe, we gotta go.
From the menial
1, 2, 3.
to the sublime
Look all grubby.
and back again.
I don't know how single moms do it.
The men are living the old saying,
Again, I don't think I'm going to be able to go anywhere because I haven't had any sleep.
a woman's work is never done.
Rubber boots, but no pants. What is that all about?
Especially when a man is supposed to be doing it.
Brushy brush.
This week is giving Hardisty's men and women a reason to reflect about what they want out of life.
Hey, Mom.
How are you, Connor?
Good.
How's your day going?
And their hopes and dreams for their kids.
For their future, I'd like to see all the kids go to college and get a good education and a good job.
I just hope Keaton definitely goes to school somewhere, because I didn't do that, and you always regret that.
University, college, definitely.
I think that's what everybody wants for their children. I mean, we want them to have every opportunity that's out there for them.
I mean, if she decides to stay in Hardisty, that's fine, but I don't think she will. I don't think she will.
I wish for all of my kids to find their place in the world and have something and a career before they start families and marriage. Because that's what I wish I would have done for myself.
Probably my biggest goal, my highest ambition, is to do something that makes sure that my son's proud of me. And that's it.
For 11-year-old Keaton Hollinetti, moving in with his father Sam would be a dream come true.
Because I'm an only child with him. And he pays attention to me more.
Most of the time, he lives with his mom and stepdad. But they have 3 kids of their own, and he's feeling lost in the shuffle. To Keaton, this week's experiment is just a temporary fix.
It's pretty boring at my mom's. Sometimes.
In Hardisty, Keaton's dad, Sam Hollinetti, is known for being the life of the party and for having a hard time sticking things out, whether it's with his marriage,
This is my ex-wife.
his son, or his job.
It's been a while since I've had an actual job where I stick around.
There was only one career Sam wanted, being a soldier in the Army.
There's actually one thing I really thought I would stick with.
But a blown knee forced him out 15 years ago.
I wasn't fit for what I wanted anymore, so I didn't want to stay in and do anything else besides infantry. I wanted to be a grunt.
Leaving him a man without a dream. Today, Sam works as a foreman at a major parts supplier to the oil industry.
We have a lot of fun together. When I get stumped, I just pick up the phone and I call Sam.
But even though he's an important part of the team, Sam's not comfortable with stability. So he's decided once again to shake things up.
I'm going to tell the boss that I have received a job offer and I'm accepting it. I just need something different, you know. Change is good for me all the time.
Keaton is excited when he hears the news.
My dad has a new job.
He thinks it means he's finally going to get to move in with his dad.
Does it pay more?
Yeah, a little bit.
And we could probably get a dog and a house. We probably are.
But Sam dashes Keaton's hopes.
Well, you think you're gonna move in with me or what?
Just like that.
Hey. You'll be too busy in a couple of years anyways.
Yeah.
Some dads aren't bothered by extra responsibility. Like Todd Moody, with a trampoline, a little dish soap, and a garden hose. He's managing to bathe 3 sets of children, his own and his buddies.
Now we don't have to mess around, just throw them on the trap, they're clean.
We needed to do that last night.
Yeah.
Grubby little boys last night.
You gotta improvise when the women are gone, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I didn't
What
realize
do you mean a bathtub? We don't need a bathtub. Just put some soap on the trampoline and away they go.
I didn't realize how dirty Evan was until I got up this morning and looked at his face. Like, I actually threw you in bed like that.
Todd and his girlfriend Leah Rogers have 3 kids.
Hi, my name is Tatum Moody. And mine is Courtney Moody. Evan Moody.
Evan Moody?
And have been living together 10 years. All that time, Todd's resisted the idea of getting married.
It means I'm feeling pretty good about the way things go right now, and I don't want to change much.
Leah's almost given up on her dream of ever getting a ring.
Like, I've got probably like 6 bridesmaids dresses up in my closet from everybody else's weddings.
But having to live without her this week has finally shown Todd the value of tying the knot.
Try not to scream. I mean, like, this is something I should have done a long time ago anyway, so, I mean, I got no more running to do.
Now he wants to pop the question to Leah the moment she gets back.
Yeah. Don't get on your knees, though, because then that looks like you're begging. Please marry me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to work it out, so I'll have to figure that out.
Todd needs help planning the wedding and keeping the preparations a secret. But so far,
Are you giving out invitations and all that kind of crap?
his helpers aren't being much help.
Well, you have to do that.
Getting a bunch of guys, like especially my friends, to put a wedding together is going to be pretty crazy.
The major thing is decorating the hall.
That's the easiest part, decorating.
They've all been, some of them married and divorced, so they should be able to help a little bit, I hope.
I was just asking what colors you're thinking of.
I'm going with lilac. That's the dresses color for the women.
What's lilac?
I don't know. I don't.
That's white, I believe.
I'm guessing it is.
Yeah, lilac's that color, Todd.
What color?
The color of the plant on that bush.
I like coming
That's a lilac
too.
Is that purple, you mean?
That's a lilac bush, yeah.
No, lilacs are white.
Damn, I don't like that at all.
He says they're white, though, too.
There's white and purple.
I see.
You probably know what
Yeah,
color
that's-
fuchsia is too, don't you?
That and white.
I don't really know my color codes, but...
We're gonna start our own show, the Wedding Planners.
Will Todd be able to keep his bride from finding out about the wedding plans?
Some people in Hardisty are talking about it. And I knew instantly.
Or will gossip among the women spoil the surprise?
Hopefully they're not opening their big mouths.
The men of Hardisty are trying to get through a whole week without their women. Some are getting by just fine.
Yeah.
Now we don't have to mess around, just throw them on the trap, they're clean.
You gotta improvise when the women are gone, right?
Others don't have a clue.
Don't get on your knees, though, because then that looks like you're begging. Please marry me.
But one way or another, this week's got everybody thinking about their hopes and dreams for their kids.
All we can hope for is that they're healthy and they do good and that they're happy with whatever they do.
Hopefully grow into great men.
Oh, awesome catch, James.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
All right.
See you, bud.
Yeah.
Tony Kulbiski's hopes and dreams are all about Hardisty. As town manager, he's in charge of the community projects that the men are working on while the women are away. The men are running behind, so it's up to Tony to crack the whip.
I've been to other communities where they've got banners on the power poles, they've got flowers everywhere. It makes it look amazing. So that's what we want to see here. My hope is that after we've completed our community projects, that the guys will realize, hey, if we can do this, we can do the same type of effort maybe next year on a different project, you know, and that's what it's all about. Good morning, Town Hardisty.
Right now, he's stuck in the town office. Normally, it's staffed entirely with women. But they're all kicking back by the pool in Canmore.
Bye.
It's all Tony can do to catch a breath.
Just me, myself, and I. Good morning, Town Hardisty. We had a staff meeting this morning, and all were in attendance, and I made a motion to adjourn.
You have 3 new messages.
Tony's not the only man in Hardisty who's running out of gas. Ed Wirtz is on the longest haul of his life this week. When he isn't driving a truck for work,
It takes a lot out of you when you're out here 14, 15 hours a day, so.
his kids are driving him crazy at home.
No, Dylan, I'm not cooking eggs quarter after
Egos.
8. Oh, sorry.
Ed and his wife Penny have 3 children, Dylan, Derek, and Travis. Penny's a postal worker who balances her job with the daily duties of motherhood. Ed's approach to parenting is a lot stricter than Penny's.
Derek? Come on, buddy. Get up.
He's a tightly wound neat freak
I'm always looking for something to pick up and put away.
with a military sense of discipline.
It's nice to have everybody up here by 8.
He's trying to march his bleary-eyed boys through their morning breakfast and off to school. Unfortunately, they don't share his sense of urgency. Ed grew up in a Hutterite colony with uncompromising rules about faith and family that separated them from the outside world.
It's a different way of life. It was kind of like from the old school. Like you didn't lip anybody off, or you just did what you were told.
Dreaming of a better life, Ed ran away from the colony when he was 17.
Back then, you know, I just was looking for some more independence and freedom, I guess.
He wants his boys to find their own way in life.
I hope they grow up and get a good education and follow their own dreams. And I hope I can be there to see it and watch it and help them through it all right. So.
But the future is a long way off.
8:30. Okay, boys, let's go.
At the moment, he'll be happy if they can just make it to school on time.
Come on, Dill, get off the computer. Now, let's go.
He's trying hard not to snap.
You have to tie it. Take it off.
But another day like today,
Look at your shoelaces, man. This looks like the dog chewed on them.
may be more than this trucker can take. Another trucker in town
You want to get up?
is also having a hard time getting the kids out the door this morning.
Time to get up.
Brad McKenzie's using a more laid-back approach.
Getting up?
Not that it's working any better. Brad's engaged to Pam Krause, who has 3 kids from a previous marriage.
The longer me and Pam are together, the more stable it is for them.
But life without Mom isn't something Brad was prepared for.
Getting up?
Bradley loves kids, but he's, I don't know, this is something new for him to have them all day.
Brad's lived with his mother, Shirley, his whole life.
Right there. A lot of his friends really razz him. Well, you could have done it there. You know, most boys, when they're younger, they don't want their mothers around. But no, I've never had any problem. We've always been really close.
Now, at the age of 41, he's finally realizing a dream of having his own family. But he's so used to having his mom do everything for him that he's almost useless on his own.
Carson, get up.
It'll be a miracle if the kids make it out of bed before school starts. He'd be completely overwhelmed if it weren't for the fact that his mom is sticking around this week to help him out around the house. In other words, he's cheating. And right now, Herb Bradley needs all the help he can get. Without their women around to smooth out the rough edges, some guys are taking full advantage of their freedom. Guys like Tyler Sim. Tyler's the fiancé of Kelly Weatherly. She has 2 boys from previous relationships. Tyler is 12 years her junior. And his idea of parenting is looking like a case of arrested development.
That's what happens. You want to leave for a week, kids' heads getting screwed up.
Today, Tyler and his buddy Joe Foster are taking Kelly's boys on a boating trip. It's supposed to be a fun outing, and true to form, Tyler's having a blast. But he's blissfully ignoring a big problem. 8-year-old Donovan is afraid of going in.
I need deep water.
Do you want Tyler to go with you?
Okay. Tyler will come in.
Tyler, you'll go in, eh, with him? Mm-hmm. Right on.
Tyler promises to go with him.
Jump up. There you go.
But when Donovan jumps in,
Okay, I'll be up now.
No,
Gotta swim.
you're fine.
Tyler backs out
I'm scared of water.
and mocks him.
You're your mother's boy.
I'll never do that again.
There could be a sound theory behind Tyler's parenting methods.
If I'm going to teach someone, I'm going to sit there and go, well, you should be able to do this. Come on.
But if there is, it's hard to fathom.
I'm not a teacher. I'm a shower. I'll show you how, but I can't teach you how to do it.
I'm standing up.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, Deep, look it.
I'm standing up too, Donovan.
Your little nerds out here. Jump in. Come on. Okay, whatever.
In Canmore, Kelly had high hopes that Tyler would use this week to prove that he can be a father figure. But it's not working out that way.
I just am having issues with missing my family today. I worry about him really a lot right now.
The tube, it got a hole in it, and then, it started losing air.
Grab onto the rope. It's tight to the tube.
Now, the reality of leaving her boys in his hands is forcing her to re-examine their relationship.
If my boys are crying, I'm gonna want to be there.
For Tyler, it's tough love, or none at all.
Shut up.
But he may regret that decision when Kelly gets back. As Tyler digs himself an even deeper hole,
Do they miss me?
No,
What do you mean, no?
I'm here.
Sam hits rock bottom.
I think Sammy has a really good time, but I don't think he's content. He's looking for something.
The men of Hardisty, Alberta, are having to make do without their women this week.
Come on, Dylan, now. Let's go.
But it's the kids who are really feeling it. Dads don't do things the way moms do. They're slower in the morning.
Time to get up.
And quicker to temper.
Shut up.
If patience is a virtue, the men are getting plenty of practice. This social experiment may be getting under some of the men's skin.
I'm running out of steam. I'm tired.
But it's definitely giving all of them something to think about, like the kind of life they want for their children.
I hope they grow up and get a good education and follow their own dreams.
I would want her to be responsible, appreciate $1, and to be truly happy.
Do Mama's coming back?
Yes.
Yay!
While the men deal with chores and childcare back home, In Canmore, the women are dealing themselves in for some fun.
Can we get this game on the road, guys? Okay, come on. Check.
No, fold. Take them. You're done.
You have 2 cards.
Some of them may not know how to play,
Honey, say check, okay?
What does that mean?
That means you're just not gonna bid.
but they're all ready to place bets on what their men are up to.
Do you know what Brad said? He says, yeah, we're gonna go golfing. I'm gonna take Carson golfing, and he's gonna be my designated driver.
Okay, aim for the green.
Carson is 6 years old. He can drive the golf cart.
Hunter has probably got Donovan duct taped to the ears. Or Tyler does.
For some of the women, trusting their men comes easily.
They'll be partying, but the kids will be taken care of.
For others, it's a struggle.
They're partying.
Nikki is a single mom with 2 kids.
My name is Nikki Browson, and this is my son, Carter. Carter is 2. Have you got a sister, Morgan?
Yes, Mom.
How old is Morgan?
3.
Morgan's not 3, she's 10.
Uh-oh.
Morgan's staying with her grandmother this week, but Nikki's leaving Carter in the hands of his father, Curtis Chisholm.
Hello.
Kurt is my ex-common law partner.
And she's not exactly thrilled about it.
Just because this is the first time that he's been away from me for more than a weekend.
Very good, Mom and Eric.
Yeah, she was pretty apprehensive. She was like, I don't know, she thought maybe I'd twist his little mind or something. I don't know, but...
Where'd you go? There you are.
Nikki and Curtis broke up over trust issues.
Kurt and I went through a long period of fighting and bickering and, doing things to hurt one another.
But breaking up didn't solve their problems. It only made things more complicated.
What happened, she'd moved out, and a week later then she told me she was pregnant. And so you can see how that all kind of transpires.
It took him a lot of months to figure out what he wanted to do, like if he wanted to be a part of it or not.
This week, they're both trying to put the past behind them. Nikki's trying to trust Curtis.
I think this will be a big turning point, just for my own sake, because I have a problem trusting people.
Ooh, that's a stinker. Here we go.
And he's trying to show her he's capable of being a father.
Okay, let's get rid of this. Ooh, you stink.
Hopefully it'll show to Nicole that we don't have to have any issues and we can set our differences aside.
I'll give you a hand.
Curtis is making the most of his week. More maybe than Nikki could have dreamed. He's building a sandbox with his son.
Okay, you hammer that one and Dad will do the other one on this side, okay?
And making a time capsule.
On this day, June 8th, 2007, both you and I put together this time capsule to commemorate the first week that we got to spend together. Inside you will find a few items I picked out that were my favorites. A couple pictures, one of you and Dad, coin set from the year you're born from your grandma Susan Chisholm, some unopened hockey cards. They'll be worth a mint when you open them up. These are just a few things I thought might be of interest to you, as they were to me. Love your dad, Kurt Chisholm.
It's unlikely Carter will remember any of this week when he grows up.
Okay. Put it right here.
But maybe one day, in a distant summer, if he digs down deep enough,
Hey, I just put it in here. Keep the sand in here, buddy.
he'll find his father's memories.
I was given the opportunity to spend time with my son. And that in itself is, you can't take that back. I just wished you guys would have did this for 2 weeks.
Todd Moody wishes he had more time, too. He's got a secret wedding to organize, and the clock is ticking.
What was I doing last night? I was just trying to figure out what all needs to be done, or if it's already being done. I don't even know.
He's also concerned about word getting out among the women. His chief wedding planner, Darren Hayes, has already spilled the beans to one woman in town.
Yeah, Darren phoned and kind of made a oops, kind of maybe forgot that he was talking to me and asked if we had helium at work.
For a wedding on here next week sometime.
And I knew instantly.
Now, Todd's paranoid that Leah, his bride-to-be, is going to find out.
I'm guessing that they want this to be a surprise for Leah as bad as I do, so hopefully they're not opening their big mouths.
Turns out his biggest worry is none other than Nikki Browson. Todd and Nikki have been friends since childhood, long enough for Todd to know how much she loves to gossip.
Nikki is a social butterfly. And if you want to know anything, you ask Nikki. She will tell you anything you want to know about anybody in town. If she knows it, she'll tell you.
He's debating whether to call Nikki and ask her what she knows. What he doesn't know is, if he calls her right now, he'll force her to leave the poker game, which is sure to arouse the women's suspicion. Luckily, he decides to apply for his marriage license instead.
When are you getting married? Sunday. She's gonna find out Saturday. She's in Canmore right now.
How do you know she's gonna say yes?
Don't say that.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm pretty sure she'll say yes.
This week is wearing down a lot of the men. Maybe none more so than Sam Holonetti. Sam's wandering soul has never been comfortable with responsibility. He's just dashed his son's hopes of moving in with him.
Okay. Well, you think you're gonna move in with me or what? Hey?
And now, news arrives that Keaton has done something out of character. He's gotten a detention at school.
What are you doing here? Have you seen Keaton?
Braden, Tanner, Jared, and Keaton were throwing things. Yeah.
So they all had to stay?
Yeah,
Right.
Sam's boy in trouble. Who can imagine?
Yeah, that surprised me too, Dirk.
It can only be interpreted as a cry for attention. But rather than talking with his son about what happened, Sam only makes a half-hearted attempt at discipline.
Hey, what's this getting in trouble at school? What's that all about?
I'm in trouble at school. You stayed after school? Huh?
Go take that upstairs and then you can have some watermelon or something.
Everyone who knows Sam wants him to make a commitment to his son and overcome his restlessness.
Drop it and run. You throw the bat one more time, and you're locked in the dungeon.
Even his ex-wife is rooting for him.
I mean, I care for Sam, and I hope that he can get it together.
But Sam's struggles are compounded by another problem.
There's potential there. There's just that negative relationship with alcohol that's always there.
I don't drink to go out and get drunk. It's something to do. That's what we do, I guess. I don't know.
But Keaton isn't letting his dad off the hook that easily.
If you drink like 3 beers, it's way too much. It's like drinking 10 cans of pop. Or no, like 20.
A week of forced responsibility could be the intervention Sam's always needed. It's making him realize he has a clear choice to make about his own future. He can continue disappointing the one person who loves him most, or he can seize the opportunity and make a commitment to a better life for himself and his son. At the moment, it's not looking good. While the women brace themselves for news from home, the kids are bracing themselves for dinner.
Looks like
crap.
With their women out of town for a week, the men of Hardisty are putting their parenting skills to the test.
Where'd you go?
Some are hard at it.
I was given the opportunity to spend time with my son.
Ooh, that's a stinker.
And that in itself is, you can't take that back.
And some are hardly working.
Okay, aim for the green.
Either way, the experience is making everybody aware of the example they're setting for their kids. Well, almost everybody. It's natural for parents to project their own hopes and dreams onto their children. But kids have their own agendas. And right now, What Brad McKenzie's girls want more than anything is a big, fat, juicy steak.
Well, supposed to be having steak. Supposed to be having steak. Like, we usually never eat steak.
Brad has promised the girls a dinner of prime Alberta beef tonight. But his grill isn't working. So they're taking the steak over to Brent McFadden's house.
We're having a barbecue, and we're probably gonna have steak.
But somewhere along the way, Brad decides to change the menu.
You get a pan you can use in the barbecue, cook all the hamburger, just cook it loose.
Much to their disappointment, the girls are now getting ground beef instead of steak.
What?
Come here, bring your plate.
Oh, it looked like crap.
Brad tries to make it sound appetizing.
Go get hamburger on there and put cheese on it.
But the kids aren't fooled.
It looked like there was no effort into our supper. That's what they should have done, is put more effort into it. I hate hamburgers.
Turns out Brad and Brent had their own agenda all along.
Sure is a good steak, eh?
There's nothing like leading by example.
He's not doing a very good mom job, is he?
In Canmore, the women are indulging their own desires.
What have I done on this trip that I haven't imagined myself doing? My nose piercing. I'm actually quite a chicken when it comes to pain.
What's it?
Son of a gun. Oh, I like that. I never thought that I would have the guts to go through with that.
Not to be outdone, Penny Wirtz is getting her own memento.
I'm getting a tattoo on my shoulder, a sunflower, my first tattoo ever. And it's like really easy.
But what will her tightly wound husband think?
Ed is going to be surprised. But he would never do this, ever in a million years. He did an awesome job.
Back home, Penny's 8-year-old son, Travis, has decided to give himself a haircut, with his brothers egging him on.
Hey, Dylan, come here and look what Travis is doing. He's cutting his hair. I just cut my hair a little bit because I hate it.
And with predictable results.
Oh, you look like a fool, buddy. Oh, Mike.
Normally, something like this would cause Ed to blow a gasket.
Go show Dad.
He's been trying to lighten up this week.
I just want to go watch Dad get pissed off at Travis.
But this is going to be a big test for his fledgling sense of humor.
Did you just do that now?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
I look like you.
Huh?
I look like you.
Oh, you want it to look like me. My hair is not like that, is it?
No.
I think, yeah, my kids probably will imitate me to some degree. Hopefully only on the good stuff. Oh, my God.
There may be hope for Ed after all.
They'll grow back. Well, how come you did that in the first place? Huh?
Travis cut a bunch of hair.
Hair down the sink is not a good idea, because it just plugs everything off.
Meanwhile, Todd Moody's dream of a surprise wedding is turning into a nightmare. As more and more people become aware of his plans...
By the way, this is your invitation to my wedding, too.
Oh, thank you.
11:30.
This Sunday, eh?
This Sunday, yeah.
He's growing increasingly paranoid that bride-to-be Leah will find out. He's already toyed with the idea of calling old friend Nikki Browson to ask her what she's heard, but he's not ready for full-scale damage control just yet. For now, he's trying to keep it all in the family, deciding instead to bring his sister-in-law Jen Moody into the plot.
Some people in Hardisty are talking about it, and they're worried that it's going to get back here to where we are, and Leah's always with me, so I know exactly what she's doing at all times, so it won't get back to her. Now I'm just trying to keep her occupied, away from phones, away from computers, just keep her busy and see who she's talking to.
Jen's pretty sure she can keep Leah in the dark. But to her, the idea of Todd and his buddies planning a wedding by themselves doesn't sound too bright.
Women know what women want. And a wedding is that important that it needs to be done right.
It says these are our choices: cherry cha-cha, bread pudding, or chocolate upside-down cake.
Chocolate upside down cake.
What do you think is the most fitting for a wedding?
I don't know, that cha-cha sounded pretty good.
Cherry cha-cha it is?
Cherry cha-cha.
Yeah, I like
Whatever
that
it is, I have no idea what it is, but it sounded good.
I think he knows Leah pretty well to know what she wants and stuff, but I think it does need a woman's touch too.
Beer, rum, rye, vodka. Well, you're gonna need Kahlua because the girls send in milk. You're gonna need for paralyzers and stuff like that. Can't have turkey, that's not for a wedding.
Yeah, we'll do it
We're
in a day.
done here in an hour. Got it all figured out.
Sam Holonetti has one last chance to do the right thing for his son.
11. I would never thought that. It just seems like yesterday he was 3.
But will he come up a hero or a zero?
I keep searching. It's tough when you're looking for something, but you don't know what it is you're looking for.
The men of Hardisty, Alberta have lost their women,
Let's go grab your brother.
but not their sense of humor.
Drop it and run. You throw the bat one more time, and you're locked in the dungeon.
With the women gone for a week, the men are getting plenty of time to bond with their kids.
Both you and I put together this time capsule. I just wished you guys would have did this for 2 weeks.
Thinking about his hopes and dreams for his kids can reduce even the toughest guy to tears. For some, it's just easier to make light of things. And Sam Holonetti and Tyler Sim are experts at that.
Donovan was going to join the Army. Hunter wanted to be an architect. Yeah, he's 12.
I already know what Keaton wants to do. He wants to be a professional hockey player, an actor. He wants to be a singer. And I think somewhere along the line, maybe he might want to play baseball too. I don't know.
Those are the things I wanted to do.
Those are my favorite things to do every day. I hope he does one of them because I'm ready to retire.
Some boys grow up, and some don't. At the moment, the jury's still out on Tyler. So far, he hasn't exactly been a model father figure.
Okay, I'll be up now.
No,
You're
fine.
I'm missing my family so much, and I really want to go home.
All Tyler has to do is tell Kelly he misses her.
If I talk to him and he doesn't miss me, I'm gonna be furious. And I'm gonna be hurt. Hi. Are you at home?
Yes.
Are you? Are the boys there?
Yes.
Do they miss me?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I'm here.
But Tyler's macho shtick is digging him into an even deeper hole. Kelly's not giving up on her man just yet. But she wants him to start being more attentive to her children's needs.
Hey!
Go!
That's better.
This morning, Tyler had one thing to do: get 8-year-old Donovan ready for his baseball game. Unfortunately, once again, he's dropped the ball.
I saw Donovan running in his boots. I didn't even notice when we left the house.
Now Donovan has to run the bases in military surplus. That's several sizes too big for him.
He looked like a monkey. Looked like he's running in mud.
Tyler's lucky he has a good relationship with the family pet, because he's going to be spending some serious time in the doghouse when Kelly comes home. Like Tyler, Sam Holonetti's trying to avoid the obligations that go with fatherhood.
I probably haven't been the biggest role model. For the simple fact that I am still single and I still go out and I party a little bit.
But unlike Tyler, a week of forced responsibility is beginning to have a positive effect on Sam.
Well, that was a good one.
it's giving him an opportunity to showcase the best part of himself. The easygoing social genius who has a way with people and kids.
Holy! You golf like your dad.
Today, he's giving Keaton and his friends a golf lesson.
Hey, shush. I'll pay attention.
For such a notorious slacker,
Good hit.
he's a surprisingly diligent coach.
You're coming through a ball, and just when you're gonna hit it, you go like this.
But nobody who knows Sam is surprised at how mature he can be when he puts his mind to it.
I adore Sam. I absolutely adore him. He's bigger than life.
Okay, move on.
He's had some very, very sad times in his life.
Sam's father left when he was still a baby.
Fountain pop.
Shh. His mother remarried, but got divorced when he was 15. When she wanted to leave town, Sam decided to stay.
She asked me to go, and I said I wasn't going to leave.
He moved in with Verge Weatherly.
I used to take in all the kids that didn't have any place to go. I think I had 19 different kids living with us. At different times, not all at once.
Now Sam's life is coming full circle.
To not, just stay back. He's gonna hit another one.
He's the absent father with a son who badly needs him.
He's changing drastically. He's growing up really quick.
No, get off. Get walking.
Maybe because I don't see him as much as I should, but...
Okay, Keaton.
Keaton knows his dad's getting a new job, which will mean more stability in Sam's life.
Perfect.
Now, he's pushing hard to move in with him.
He was pretty stoked about it.
So far, Sam's resisted. But the more time he spends with Keaton, the more he's coming around.
11. I would never thought that. It just seems like yesterday he was 3. And they always used to say that to you, too. Like, they grew up so fast, but you don't understand it till you actually see it before your very eyes. So that's why I wanted to let him know that this new job can help us be together a little bit more. I hope. It should. I only have myself to blame if it doesn't.
It's not quite a fairy tale ending to his story. But even Sam admits he's still a work in progress.
I keep searching. It's tough when you're looking for something, but you don't know what it is you're looking for.
The answer may be closer than he realizes. But for now, at least, his son couldn't be happier.
How you liking your mom being away? It's awesome. I know, I get to spend more time with my dad. Let's go down this hill up here. I'm not doing that.
Todd Moody's hopes of a surprise wedding are hanging by a thread. He's trying to keep his girlfriend Leah from finding out about his plan to marry her when she gets back from Canmore. Most of all, he's worried about word leaking out through one of his friends, Nikki Browson. As he checks out the hall for the reception, Todd's paranoia is running at an all-time high.
Put that down!
So, he decides to call Nikki and see what she knows. It's a big gamble. If she doesn't know anything, Todd will spill the beans, but it's a chance he feels he has to take.
Hello?
Okay, I heard you heard some stuff.
Yeah?
What'd you hear?
Well, what's the scoop?
I want to know what you heard, what the scoop is down there.
Like about what?
Are you playing me?
No.
You are, you're playing me.
I'm not playing you.
Is Leah anywhere near you?
No.
I'm marrying her on Sunday.
What?
And I need you to help me keep it quiet. Like, make sure she does not find out.
Are you for real?
Next time, on The Week the Women Went.
There you go. Probably gonna be the best 18th birthday ever.
It may not be manly, but it's the best feeling I've ever had.
I knew that Mairead was cheating on James.
There were some things that I wanted to say to her, and I think there was things she wanted to say to me.